Alrighty, it's your boy Zxous, and we're back with another Goddess of Victory Nikke video. And in today's video, we're actually going to be, I guess, looking at a JP tier list. Now, this is something that one of my supporters asked me to do. This is actually the first time I've reacted to a JP tier list, right? The only tier list I ever react to is Pride Wins, because that's like the most popular English one. But this is actually a Japanese tier list that JP players actually put together, so I expect it to be correct, because we all know how JP players tend to like test out a character like for basically a whole month, 24/7, a whole month before they rank it. So they have like I think they have a fair and honest opinion about the game and the rankings and stuff like that. We're going to see, right? But yeah, so I guess I don't know if they have Nero ranked, because it says that the stuff is being held right now, but we're gonna see. Make sure you guys subscribe and like. Let's try to get like 20 likes. But let's see, right? Because it's gonna be a bit different, right? Does it have a dark mode? I'm sorry, is it just me? I just don't like looking at these with like a light mode. I need dark mode. It's fine. Okay, so they already ranked her. Okay. Okay, so let's see. This is the strongest character ranking tier table. So they do it like in burst 1, burst 2, and burst 3. So in SS, they have Dorothy, Rapunzel, and Litter for burst 1s. That's fine, right? I know that would like, those are the top 3 not defenders, burst 1s in the game, right? I would say all of these characters crack top 10 easily. Actually, I would say all these characters are in the top 5, right? I would say Rapunzel is at 5, Dorothy's at 4, Litter's at 3, and then I would say, actually, if you look down here, Modernia and Scarlet are at 1 and 2, right? But then they have another character like Alice and Senti here. I think this is fair. Alice is here. Alice being here is not a problem. I know it's going to be a problem for some people, right? Because you kind of need to like invest into her for her to be as crazy, but investing is investing. It seems like you're gonna have to invest into your characters eventually, right? So it's like they're just saying, if you invest into her, what you're going to do regardless, when you do it to her specifically, it's going to be insane, right? So I do think their SS tier is, pretty accurate. I'm surprised that they don't have Blanc and Noir there, but it also does make a lot of sense, right? Blanc, especially Blanc, needs Noir to be with her, and I wouldn't say Noir really needs Blanc, but you get her full capability from having I want to say you get extra by having Blanc on the team with her. So yeah, in S though, S plus, they only have Noise in S plus. Overall, I'm gonna assume this is, sure, I'll give them that. Overall, I think I'll give them that. Yeah. And then in S plus for tier 2, they have Blanc, Biscuit, Guilty, Noah, Dollar Rupee, and Admi. Now, this is an interesting one. In overall, like, I think Biscuit only really shines with defenders, so her being S plus might not sit too well with me. I mean, I wouldn't say she's S actually, so I guess maybe it does. It's fine. I think I'd say it's fine, because Biscuit really shines with defenders. Yeah, she works with supporters and attackers, of course, right? But like her main thing is defending, and I guess this is a PvP standpoint, right? Guilty, of course, is fantastic. Noah in S plus is a bit surprising. I think that's something that I would honestly put in S, just because I know her defending is great and all. But I don't know if it's like, I guess basically based on how they're doing their tiers, it's fine. Technically, how they're doing their tiers, Dollar, Rupee, and Admi seem to be fine. And honestly, Admi is literally the main character for reload speed. Dollar is very, very good as a burst 2 support with attacking, and then same as Rupee, right? And Rupee actually becomes a sub DPS, so there's that. And in burst 3, they have Noir, Haran, Snow White, Laplace, Drake, Maxwell, Helm, Guillotine, and Privity. Now, I'm assuming this is including buffs, because I'm looking, and even in S, they don't have Soline, which is, a bit surprising. Obviously, Soline is a very good, but when she's at full HP. And I'm going to assume that's probably why they don't have Nero ranked high as well. Just because of, like, the restrictions there. Like, literally, if Soline loses 1 HP, her whole thing goes down the drain. So you have to have a healer. So it is a bit troublesome for her. She's not really consistent, because the moment she loses HP, she goes down the drain. The Guillotine in S plus is fine, actually. because guillotine is different, right? When she loses HP, she gets stronger. And it's a massive attack buff, actually. I mean, it's not, I mean, it is, right? It's basically 1%. It's like 0.96 at level 10, right? For every 1 HP you lose, you get that attack buff. It stacks up well, right? If you lose 90% HP, you're getting damn near a 90% attack buff, right? It's quite big. From herself, by the way. Privity in S plus is fine. I think she's probably the best supporter, like, in the game. Now, she's not a supporter, but I mean, like, the best supporting role on your team in the game. I wouldn't say anybody is better than her at doing that. I mean, technically Litter, right? I mean, for burst 3s, for sure it would be her, I think. But Helm is also there as well, but I wouldn't say Helm is better than Privity, honestly. I guess this is ranked, right? I'm assuming this is ranked because, like, it's ranked from order. Because, like, I know on Pride when they do it based on the letters of their name, right? So, but this one has N and then H. So I'm assuming they're saying, like, you know, Modernia is the best burst 3 in the game. I'm assuming they're saying Dorothy is the best burst 1 in the game. Like, that's what I'm assuming, right? I mean, we could check. Difficult change. No, it doesn't say. Oh, no. Rank performance though. Yeah, I guess it doesn't really say. In S, okay. Power D Yulha, really? Vesty, sure, that's fine. Because of Gray Blacksmith, actually. And then Sugar, that's fine. But Yulha, they must know something that I don't, clearly. Honestly, that one's honestly just a surprise. I'm not gonna speak too much on Yulha because I don't really use her like that. I own her, I have her built, but I just don't use her like that. Just because I have way better options, obviously. Everybody above her, right? Literally. So, maybe I'll have to, like, test her out then if they're putting her that high. I'm not even gonna lie to you, right? Wait, let me just cut down to, like, the lowest tier. Who do they have? Crow as the worst burst 3 in the game? Really? And Soline in A. Yeah, the ranking is so weird though. Like, no disrespect, but it says S, S, S plus S, A plus A, and then B. But it's like, I guess this is like let me like reword this, bro. This would be D tier. This would be C. This would be B. This would be A. This would be S, and then this would be SS. Right? I don't know why it says S and then S plus. Isn't S plus supposed to be SS? Like, what is S plus? I don't get that. Right? In the ranking, I don't really like when the tier lists do this because it's so confusing. It's like you have S and then SS is supposed to be what S plus is. So what is S plus? Right? Like above S but just not SS, I guess, most likely. But let's see. They have Soline down here in A. Which is, I mean, it's not really a problem that she's that low for the simple fact that, again, she needs that healer with her. 1 HP, she goes down the drain. I think all these other tiers are fine. I like how they put Sakura with Ludmilla in the same tier because I don't feel like Ludmilla has much of a use in the game. Like, I mean, she's a very good tank at the end of the day, a very good taunter. But I don't think she has much of a use unless you literally are, like, using her in train now with Sakura, right? Nero, you need a healer, so you can tell. I know it's up to date. They have, Neon higher than Soline as well, and Brit, right? Which is I mean, maybe after her buff, sure. Like, oh, basically, I'm not really like seeing too much. Like, I'm just iffy on some placements, like this Yulha one here, right? But then again, I can't speak too much on it because I haven't tested Yulha like that. I have her built, like I said, but I need to test her out more. And then it's Soline, I completely understand. Crow, I completely understand. But then I feel like when I see Brit and Soline down here and I see Neon up here, it's like, and Julia as well, it's like something isn't clicking, right? Maybe they're not considering damage and how good the character is as like a whole, right? Because Soline's kit is good, her damage is good, but that's only if you have max HP. So that makes sense that she's down here. Miranda, they most likely are giving her extra. I mean, she's good, but they're most likely giving her extra points because of the tower. She is the only burst one Elysion in the game that has a 20-second cooldown. Well, yeah, because it marries Tetra, right? So, literally. But yeah, I mean, I don't think there's really that much of a problem here. I wouldn't say Nihilist is not crazy god tier, but she's definitely not. It's very hard to see, like, or honestly tell you what these rankings, like, where a character is actually supposed to be placed or not, just because it says SS and then S plus and then S, right? Like, I just generally don't understand. S plus is supposed to be SS, so I don't understand why there's a SS and then an S plus then an S, right? Just like how they have an A and an A plus, I don't even think there should be an A plus, right? Just have A, B, and then C, I guess. Or D, C, B, A, S, and then SS, right? I think that's the best way to go about it. But the tier list is not, you know, is there more? Okay, I can't, okay, they have all these, they have reasonings too, I guess. We're not gonna go over all that, but it's not bad. It's not wrong, right? I think the character placements are fair. Right, like all these characters, for example, Novel. I feel like Novel's only uses against bosses, right? I feel like wherever they put Novel is where D had to go as well, right? I think like they're not on par, but like what they do is kind of the same thing, right? Insanely cracked for bosses and nothing else. Same as Power, honestly, right? So yeah, I think it's fine. Obviously, I'm not 1000% like, yeah, this is 1000% accurate, just because I don't know how, like, what some of these, the A plus, and then there's an A. A plus would be S tier, and then S plus would be SS. So I just don't know what would this be. A, and then what would this be, right? It's kind of hard to say. But I think it looks okay. I'm going to definitely test out Yulha, because that one is like the biggest surprise for me. But for now, I think it's okay. Not okay. I think, not okay. I mean, like, I'd say if I give it out of 10, I'd give it a 9 out of 10. All right, because I think this ranking is honestly fair. Right, from the characters I've tested, which is basically everyone but Yulha and Exia, I barely ever use. I use it like one time. I think I've used everybody else, right? Yeah, but Exia and Yulha are like two characters I like never really use. I just built them but never used them. I think my Exia actually has level 5 skills, but yeah, I think it's a 9 out of 10. Right, I'm just confused. Like, I'm taking a point away. I'll say 8.5 out of 10, right, for this tier list. Only because I'm taking a 0.5 because of the way the ranking system works, and then I'm taking a point because there's just some here that are questionable, right? Like Yulha, right? I mean, I've read her kit multiple times, and she does not, on paper, doesn't seem that impressive, but I can't really rank her if I haven't really tested her, right? I have her built, but I haven't tested her, so I'll test her, and then maybe I'll come back to this another time, and we could, you know, when I have all these units tested, then I will, and I've never tested, of course, because I don't own her. Obviously, Scarlet and stuff, I don't own her, but I know Scarlet's broken and stuff like that. But, yeah, maybe when I test all the characters, which is just Exia and Yulha left, literally, and Anne whenever I get her, and same as Sin and Quincy, of course, because I don't own them, then I will, come back and then probably review this again. But for now, it's pretty good, pretty accurate. I would trust this tier list, actually. I would recommend looking at this if you need help or what characters are good or not. It looks similar to my tier list that I've done, but obviously if you know how to play the game, then you're gonna have like similar tier lists, right? My tier list is always similar as Pride wins, and it seems to be similar to this tier. Those rankings are throwing me off, honestly. The S plus and then the SS and then the A plus, right? No disrespect, but yeah, it's your boy Zxous. You guys let me know what you think about the Japanese tier list. It's probably, I mean, it is most likely better than my tier list, right? I mean, more thought put into it than my tier list, obviously. But you guys let me know what you think. It's your boy Zxous. I'm out. Peace.